Thank you very much. Welcome to the BetterHalf Show. My name is Godman Akinlabi. My friends call me PG. On this episode, we're going to be looking at closing the deal. You know, sometimes you start out with friendship, but you get stuck in friendship. You're not able to take it any further and get it into the real deal, which is marriage. Don't go anywhere. Stay with me. I'll be right back. Welcome back. It's the BetterHalf Show, and today we're discussing closing the deal. I have with me Ejo and Chili Agbo. Ejo and Agbo, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, how long have you guys been married?
Year and a half.
A year and a half. So the past 18 months, you guys have been married, so there's a proof that you have closed the deal.
Yes.
Yeah. Certified.
With certificate.
All right. So, Ejo, can you tell us, how did you close the deal?
She has always been my friend. We've known each other for over 7 years. We've been hanging around each other, and amazing thing is that she's been the person I always run to when they break my heart. When I have to pick out a gift, a Valentine gift or a gift for a lady, she will be the one that would have to help me pick it out. But because of that, it was difficult, because when the relationship I was in didn't work out, and it was a very low level that I was in, and I'm a Christian, so I prayed to God and asked God for help. I told him basically I was done and that he should help me. Amazingly, God spoke to me about her, and it was difficult, because I said, how would I face her to tell her that I like her? Because I didn't even know how it was going to come out.
It's becoming interesting. So,
yeah.
You know, your story is really very a bit funny to me, because God spoke to you about your emotional nurse. That is not supposed to be. Yeah, because you used to be your emotional nurse, right?
Yes.
Your heart has been broken.
Senior emotional nurse. Because it was difficult. It was difficult for me to even think of how I was going to say it to her. And the thing was that when that happened, I didn't believe it was going to be. And I basically requested for confirmation. I asked God that I needed confirmation from not just one, 2 confirmations.
So you got your confirmation, and you eventually summoned the courage to close the deal.
Yes.
All right. So always 2 sides to a story. So Chili, what's your side of the story?
My side of the story. Well, we were friends, like you said. We had been friends for a while, off and on, because we lost contact for some time. And I come back to Port Harcourt. He knows some of my friends. I was like the girl amongst the guys. So we were friends, and we got closer, and he started talking to me about his relationships. And I had to, like he said, I had to find someone who was going to do gift delivery, you know. And then one day he wakes up, he wants to date me from the blues.
That's interesting.
I honestly didn't know how to take it. It was weird at first. It was very weird, because this guy was just my friend, and we were like 5 friends. All of a sudden, we have to start doing 2 aside and hiding from the other people, because it was just starting, so we didn't really know what it was.
So you guys escaped the friends zone, because that friendship zone is where many people usually will get stuck. How did you maneuver that, especially in the midst of all the other friends?
The amazing thing is that for guys, they always feel it's what they place value on is what they have to work for. it was until I made up my mind to actually take it serious, I found out that she actually ticked all the boxes. And it was easy for me because I didn't need to start explaining a lot of things, what my beliefs, my values, because she had already crossed that level of, we've gone to that level of friendship. It was
Deep
easy
friendship.
for me to actually take it a notch higher because I was convinced that, look, this is it.
But you know, you've been very passionate about your conviction and all that. Now, Chili, when did you actually get to that point where you could say, oh, I love this guy, and maybe it's making sense after all, because there's the emotional bit that comes with falling in love.
Like I said, it was weird for me at first. I had to consciously make an effort to forget that, oh, I know this guy. And in my mind somewhere, I was like, so if we end up marrying, I'm going to start kissing my friend. So it was
weird.
It was a holiday.
Yeah.
I came to Lagos to visit, and then he comes and picks me up in the morning, takes me to the house. I think he was trying to make breakfast, and then he comes out of the kitchen, goes to the piano in the corner, starts playing a tune, and he's done. And he goes down on one knee, like, I didn't even hear anything he said. I didn't hear anything. All I knew was that I said yes. It was, at that moment, I was very sure, because he usually likes to go all out. He can be very public. And for him to actually tone down the proposal to that level, where it was just the two of us, I knew that he had really been paying attention, and there was no need to struggle in my mind anymore.
So you just said yes.
I said yes.
That's very interesting. I feel like proposing to my wife again. You know, just that feeling that comes with it. So, Ejo, you're such a, you know, I don't even know the word to call you now. You see, you melted the heart of this lady.
I tried, but
but really, can you speak to a guy out there who's struggling to cross that line?
yeah, basically, I know for guys, it's always very, very, we like it when we go out to woo ladies, you know, have to do all the many things you have to do to be able to get past the friend zone. But amazingly, you'd not discover that that what you actually need might actually be around you. That what you just need to do actually pay attention the more, and actually find out that friend that actually makes you happy. And when you find that friend that makes you happy, and you decide, and the person ticks all the boxes, my brother, there's no point waiting.
Just go ahead.
Just go ahead.
Just
go ahead.
Just
go
say
ahead.
it. Just say it. All right, we're going to go on a break. We're going on a break. When we come back, we're going to have one or two more people join us on the show, and the discussion will get a little more interesting. Don't go away. Stay with us. Welcome back. I have a different set of guests with me right now, and we want to dig deeper into that subject of closing the deal. I have Buki Dairo. Buki is an HR professional, and also Nene Weke, who is a lawyer. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, ladies, maybe I should start with you, Nene. Why haven't you closed the deal?
Okay, well, I'll just give a personal experiences. So I met this guy, and we're friends. We're talking, getting to know each other, and it's okay, it's fine. And then all of a sudden, he blanks out. So I'm wondering why, right? And then it was actually during the Valentine period. Unfortunately, it was during the Valentine period where, suddenly it was like as if he just suddenly goes blank, and then after a while he comes back again. So I'm wondering, I don't get it. Like I was not
was it like the guy was trying to escape Valentine?
I was not soliciting for Valentine now. I did not beg for Valentine gifts. So I didn't understand, and so all of a sudden he comes back again, and then he acts like he just never known me. We've never been friends. So in my mind, I'm just wondering, what does a guy really want, right? You're friends with the person. Girl seems nice. She's trying to be nice, trying to be open-minded to you, and then all of a sudden you're just, and then you come back again, and after you remember that you have one seemingly good girl there, and then you now come back on the scene. So I don't know.
Interesting. So, some guys do that, but I'm not going to advocate for them. They will not speak for themselves. Buki, but what about you? Why haven't you? I know it may be a bit awkward for me to be asking the lady, why haven't you closed the deal? Maybe in your mind you're thinking, shouldn't it be the guy that will close the deal? But what's your point of view on this?
Okay, for me, I'd always had the issue where younger guys gravitated towards me. And the funniest thing was that there's a particular scenario where we both like movies and we watched the movies together and everything. So there was a particular day I said to him, please, can we watch CNN? And 2 days later, he goes, I was authoritative. And I'm like, I'm a first child, so probably I was. So I had to even ask friends that, am I normally authoritative? And they're like, Buki, you're not. So I kept wondering, maybe the intellectual, at some point as the relationship progresses, it's as if there's that gap, that intellectual gap and all of that. So there's that intimidation, and then probably come out, I'm a first child, so perhaps I come out strong and not know and all of that. So for me, that was a bit funny. And then another instance, maybe some days later, I was like, maybe because you're earning more than me. And I'm thinking, really, I had to now divulge my salary because I was like, how can I possibly be? That is really not an issue in this matter and all of that. So for me, I just kept thinking, no more younger guys, really. It's better you date someone who you're on the same level.
But does that really mean, Buki, that some guys are actually timid? They may not even be younger, maybe of the same age, maybe even older, but they're just timid.
I think so. In fact, I get the feeling that guys prefer subservient women, then they begin to have emotional affairs with intelligent women when they get married. Yes.
That's an interesting perspective to it. But Nene, have you seen anything close to that before, where a guy seemed to be timid with some kind of women, but when he's around some other kind of women, it becomes a bully. It becomes somebody who wants to dominate and,
Well, I haven't really seen such, but in my own experience, what I've seen is trying to be nice, because, in our society in Africa, a girl is not supposed to go all out. So you're not seen as desperate for a man or something. So you're trying to be nice, but also trying to play cool. So, and then in your trying to be nice, sometimes they see you as being too nice.
So it's like you're saying you shouldn't make the first move. Okay, will you make a first move on the guy just to help him? Since he's just timid, he's not willing to talk. Is it really out of place for a lady to make the first move and say, guy, can we take this to this level, Can I help you since your mouth?
Okay, in fairness, I've come to a stage where I think I could tell someone, let's do drinks, let's do a movie. But it's not like I just see you and I say that. I probably maybe have had 1 or 2 discussions with you. Maybe I sense that you might be a bit timid. I could do that. But I found that we even have cheap guys as well. Like someone starts chatting you up and then he's not even able to call. And then you're wondering, what's happening here? And the person that tells me, You should not have ignored my SMSs. Just tell me that I'm a surplus of requirements. I didn't even understand the English he was saying. And I'm like, really? And you're like, I won't pester you again. I'm like, just after about how many chat messages, and you say you're pestering me. I did not make any phone call.
Just because he didn't want to pay for the call.
Yeah, so, I mean, they are quite interesting
But
quality of men out there now.
Interesting. So there are all kinds of guys out there.
Yeah.
But really, what do you think these guys really want? You know, have you been able to figure that out?
I think I have many theories in my head now. One is they start out being your friend, and then they want to marry someone who they have extra chemistry with. So when they marry that person with the chemistry, 3 months down the line, they're like, oh, I think my friend will have been great. And then they now start knocking on your door and be like, I really miss our friendship, and you're wondering, what happened?
What part of it?
You know, and all of that. So that's one of the theories that I have for guys. They are not really sure. Yeah, I'm not sure.
So, Nene, what do you think?
I mean, sometimes I feel like they lose their focus. Like, what do you really want? Do you want a nice girl? Do you want a nasty girl? Do you want a crazy girl? Which one? They make up your mind. Because you had the nice girl, and then you're like, oh my gosh, she's too nice. She'll be dull. Let me go for the one that I can enjoy and have fun and have life with, right? And then when that one now shows you Pepe, you now run back. Ah, no, I remember that I had one nice girl. So I don't, sometimes, I mean, you cannot generalize it because it can be, you can then say, okay, it's probably the person's personality. But then a lot of the time, it seems like some of them are just...
So what you're saying now is that some guys, they want you to be nasty to them.
I think so.
They don't recognize niceness.
Sometimes it seems that
They
way.
take it to be like you're just too cheap,
too available.
you know, and too
Too
available.
available, exactly.
But you know, I mean, somehow along the line, we need to draw the line between when you're supposed to be readily available with a reasonable guy who will understand it to be so, and when you have to play hard to get for a guy to know that you are not cheap. All right, we're going to go on a break right now, and when we come back, I'm bringing some guys on the set, and this is going to be off the hook. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.